They say I'm crazy, that's alright, 'cause that ain't getting them nowhere. I'll preach you everywhere I possibly can. Yeah, even if they stop and stare. And maybe they are partly right, but that'll never change the way that I feel. Your show is really revving up outside. The end of days are finally here. I'll pour it on and I'll pour it out. I'll try to show 'em just how much you care. I'll sing your praise till I'm too hoarse to shout. Though they wax cold to you so long, start screaming, preacher, get out of here. And all I will do is keep on telling them Jesus wants you. He needs you. Jesus, there ain't no way he's ever gonna leave you in a world so sad. A lot more Jesus ain't bad in a world gone mad. A lot more Jesus ain't bad. God, they're building their lives on a sandy beach. They're searching for joy on the money street. You know they're placing all their hope upon a big mountain of stocks. But there ain't no lasting peace hiding at the bottom of their Cracker Jack box. I won't lie, I won't tell them that you're something you're not. No matter how they try, they'll never be able to take you from me, to take away the love I've got. Oh, 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 well, there's only one God that I will ever love. Since I was born again years ago. And now I know I'll never get Jesus out of my heart. He always loved me back. Oh, I know. I remember how he saved me on a stormy night. How he blessed me and came into my life. And now I plead and beg people to open that door. They roll their eyes and turn right away. But I'll keep on telling them, I keep on telling them, I keep on telling them, Jesus wants you, he needs you. Jesus, there ain't no way he's ever gonna leave you in a world so sad. Lot more Jesus ain't bad. Jesus wants you. He needs you. Jesus, there ain't no way he's ever gonna leave you in a world so sad. Lot more Jesus ain't bad. They say I'm crazy. That's alright. 'Cause that ain't getting them nowhere. That tasted good, Jesus. Thank you for putting that in my mouth. One of Jesus's many redeemed classic rock songs. You just heard it here on Jesus TV. We're on Jesus TV, and this is what's called now, as of now, it's used to be called B-roll. What is B-roll? I'll tell you. It's now called J-roll, by the way. J-roll. What do you think that reminds me of? Jesus. Let's roll, Jesus. Jesus roll. But B-roll, upon which it's based, like this is the sword, and I've just told you the plowshare. In modern film and video production, B-roll describes all of the footage that isn't the main action. So this is not the main action. It's just additional treasures from heaven. And this is the announcement like, oh my goodness, it's been revealed to the world. Have you ever heard of J-roll? And you think, well, that's jelly roll. That sounds good. Think of it like that. But think of Jesus when you think of jelly roll. Whatever you want to do. But I like to think of Jesus movies. He's making movies, and some of the movies are, you know, the footage that's not the main action. And that would describe my life. I ain't the main action. Jesus is the main action. J roll. Yeah, that feels good, Jesus. That's a good metaphor. Yeah, I ain't the main action. Jesus is. So now it's called J roll. But B roll is the supplemental footage, includes all the shots that don't include the principal subjects interacting with each other or talking into the camera. Mm-hmm. Let's look at some more definitions. B-roll is the extra footage, getting extra. Jesus gives extra. B-roll is the extra footage, or J-roll would be the extra footage that Jesus gives you. B-roll is the extra footage captured by the videographers in multi-camera events. These footages are often used to break the monotony of the video with different angles and video techniques and weird stuff. Greg. I think you get the idea. Oh, B-roll footage. B-roll or B-roll is any supplemental video that considered to be secondary to your primary footage. All right. So what is this? Because this is J-roll. Well, J-roll, same thing. We got some J-roll, and this is supplemental to what? Well, the overall movie. It's a 1,000-part movie, and it's called Heart of the Fathers to the Children. And it's a 1,000-part movie. That's included in that title. And part 3 of that movie is called Greg, Reset Your Expectations, You Desperate Heart. Everybody but Jesus is going away. And when people come to the Jesus Greg world, 99% of them only need how many pieces of puzzle? One. If they come. That's the most, or sometimes two. Two. Don't they need more than that? 99% of the time, no. But on rare occasion, they may need a handful, like 10 or 20. They don't need the whole thing. That's representative of all the puzzle pieces that make up Greg. Yeah, they don't need all of them. Understand that. How many do they need, Greg? Most of them need 0. Sometimes they need 1. And 99% of them is included in 2. So what do they need? Do they need this song this morning? Yeah, that's the piece. That's probably all they need. They're like, I've heard everything I need to hear. I like his energy, or I don't like his energy. Um, Not really a good fan of that song, or I am a good fan of that song. I want that song. Well, you got it. You just listen to this again. You can get it memorized. This is a new hymn for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and for the rest of the world. But it's been shared before its time. So it would be like getting rid of slavery 400 years too early. You got to wait. This song will be popularized probably in Zion 500 years from now. But meanwhile, those of us who Jesus has shared this, and I'm like, I need something from you, Jesus. He goes, I know. I got lots of these, Greg. And he does. That's that song right there. Represents that song. Just one piece of the puzzle. Jesus is giving me he's going to give me 2,000, he says. And he's giving me, we're close to 200 of these. 200 of the 2,000. Lots of pieces. And it's going to be put in a box, and you can have the whole box. Be like, I just want one song. That's fine. So then there's different B-roll, and then all of a sudden, when we get to D, it's when he announces J-roll. And so the next one, E, this is B-roll part E, but now called J-roll. It says J-roll. This is the moment you're witnessing it right here. This is the moment. Let's make sure we get March 8th, 2024. We like to document as we prophesy. So this is prophetic, what I'm sharing with you. This is something they'll do 500 years from now. Can we get some J-roll? Yeah, let's get some J-roll. Are we talking about the same thing? Is it jelly? No, we're talking about extra film, extra Jesus film. Oh, okay. Can we get some jelly rolls though? Too? Oh, yeah, Jesus jelly rolls are awesome, but um, let's do the filming first. Yeah, and we will. What's the title? Oh, sorry, get back to the title. This is J roll, so we're kind of loose. We're kind of informal. Rolling with Jesus. Da, 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 da. Something, a song coming up in my mind. I want to roll with my Jesus. Da 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 da. But I'm too white and nerdy. Nope, not for Jesus. I'm just in the right that he likes to roll with me. Okay, and I love rolling with Jesus. So J roll. This is E. This is the moment in my life when Jesus changed the name of B roll to J roll in my Jesus Greg world. That's not added to that title. That kind of assumed like um, you're not going to change it for the whole world, are you, Jesus? He goes, oh yeah, we are, for your Jesus Greg world, for our Jesus Greg world. Yeah, it's done. It's done. From forever now. Here, if you watch this, you angels in heaven and paradise, when you guys like get bored up there, like, hey, let's go watch some really good programming. Jesus TV, I know, I've heard about it. Let's go watch that. Says 1,000 people out of the trillions of people up there, maybe. But in Spirit Prison, I think it's trending a little more. They're still trying to got chaos in their minds, and they're like, oh, I need something chaotic. Oh, that's Jesus-y. You've come to the right place. Come. We have a puzzle piece for you. And this puzzle piece is called This is the Moment in My Life, maybe your life, when Jesus changed the name of B roll to J roll. Pretty useful for people who help Jesus make movies. Because you know what J roll reminds me of? Jesus first, not a pastry. Jesus. J roll. All right. That's cool because then I'm going to see J roll, J roll, J roll instead of B roll. I've been seeing B roll, B roll, B roll, and then the title. Now it's going to be J roll. Like, what does that remind you of, Greg? Jesus. All right. Well, we got to that. We got to that. Yeah. Let's go worship Jesus some more ways, shall we? Throughout the rest of the day. Oh, from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep, you worship Jesus. You practicing. So when you get up to heaven, you're like, oh, what do we do? Sing your praises all eternity long? Greg's getting it. Like, yeah, who wouldn't want to do that? Yeah, it's awesome. We are going to do that. That's what I want to do in heaven. Just praise you all the day long. Um, I'll praise you in movie making. I'm going to be up in heaven. We're going to chop wood in your name. We're going to praise you all the day long. Everything we do is going to be praising you, Jesus, and Heavenly Father and the Holy Ghost. I imagine, who is one God, who's actually three separate. But we're not going into that doctrine. We need to end this right now. Woo! We don't want to be doctrinaires or apologists. We just want to be street preachers who love Jesus. Yeah, that's what we want to do.